Let me tell you something quietly beautiful about the people who notice the little things. We live in a world that celebrates the big moments: promotions, milestones, grand gestures, loud happiness. The kind of life that looks impressive from the outside. But there's another kind of life unfolding at the same time. One that rarely makes headlines. One that exists in the soft spaces between everything else. It's in the warmth of a morning coffee, the way sunlight spills across a wall, the sound of rain tapping gently against a window. And some people, they don't just notice these moments, they live for them. You probably know someone like that. Or maybe you are someone like that. And here's the question people don't always ask out loud. Why do some people find so much joy in things that seem so small? It's easy to assume they're just simple or easily pleased. But that's not the full story. Because beneath that quiet appreciation is something deeper, a different way of seeing the world, a different way of being in it. See, for some people, the little things aren't small at all. They're everything. While others are chasing the next big high, the next achievement, the next moment that proves their life is moving forward. These people are already there, not ahead, not behind, just present. Psychologists often link this to something called mindfulness, the ability to be fully aware of the present moment without needing it to be bigger, louder, or different. And people who enjoy the little things, they tend to have more of it. They're not constantly escaping into the future or replaying the past. They're here, right now, feeling life as it happens instead of waiting for it to become something more. Because let's be honest, most of us are taught to overlook the ordinary. We're told that happiness is something we earn, something we arrive at, something waiting at the end of effort. But for these people, happiness isn't a destination. It's a detail. It's found in the unnoticed, the overlooked, the everyday, and that changes everything. There's something else happening beneath the surface too. People who find joy in small things often have a different relationship with expectation. They don't need life to be perfect to feel good. They don't need every moment to be extraordinary to feel fulfilled, because their baseline isn't built on constant excitement. It's built on appreciation, and appreciation is powerful. In psychology, there's a concept known as hedonic adaptation. It's the idea that we quickly get used to good things. The promotion stops feeling exciting. The new phone becomes normal. The big moments fade faster than we expect. But when you train your mind to notice small joys, something shifts. You interrupt that adaptation. You keep finding freshness in what others stop seeing. A warm breeze doesn't become invisible. A kind word doesn't go unnoticed. A quiet evening doesn't feel empty. It feels enough. And in a world that constantly tells you more, that feeling is rare. But this isn't just about personality. It's also about emotional depth. People who enjoy the little things tend to feel life more subtly, but also more fully. They notice tone, they notice atmosphere, they notice the pause between words in a conversation. They don't just experience events, they absorb them, and because of that, their happiness doesn't need to be loud to be real. It can be quiet, soft, almost invisible to others, but deeply meaningful to them. And maybe that's why they often seem calm. Not because life is easier for them, but because they've learned how to meet it differently. There's also a quiet resilience in this way of living. When your joy depends only on big moments, life can feel like a series of long waits, waiting for something to happen, something to change, something to finally feel right. But when you find meaning in the small things, you're never really waiting. There's always something here, something now, something worth noticing, and that becomes a kind of emotional stability. Because even on difficult days, there are still fragments of light, a good song, a familiar smell, a brief moment of peace between thoughts, and people who are attuned to the little things. They don't miss those fragments, they hold on to them. Of course, not everyone understands this. In a culture that values productivity, speed, and constant progress, slowing down can look like falling behind. Appreciating small things can look like a lack of ambition. But that's a misunderstanding, because this isn't about doing less with life. It's about experiencing more of it. It's about realizing that life isn't just made of milestones. It's made of moments, and most of those moments are small. So if you only allow yourself to feel joy during the big ones, you miss most of your own life. There's something quietly rebellious about choosing to enjoy the little things. It goes against the pressure to constantly upgrade your happiness, to always want more, be more, chase more. Instead, it says, this is enough. Not forever, not perfectly, but right now. And that kind of mindset is deeply freeing, because when you stop needing life to impress you, you start allowing it to touch you. And here's the part that often goes unnoticed. People who enjoy the little things aren't naive. They're not blind to hardship or complexity. In fact, many of them have experienced enough of life to know how fleeting everything is. They understand that big moments come and go, that certainty is fragile, that time moves quietly whether we notice it or not. So instead of waiting for perfect conditions, they gather meaning where they can, in the ordinary, in the in-between, in the now. And maybe that's not simplicity, maybe that's wisdom. Because think about it, when was the last time you fully noticed something small? Not just saw it, but felt it? When was the last time you let a simple moment be enough without needing to turn it into something bigger? That ability isn't gone, it's just buried under distraction, under speed, under the constant pull toward what's next. But it's still there. And the people who enjoy the little things, they've just found their way back to it. So the next time you see someone smiling at something quiet, something most people would overlook, don't assume they're settling. Maybe they're seeing something you've been too busy to notice. Maybe they've remembered something we've collectively forgotten, that life isn't only happening in the big moments we chase, but in the small ones we almost ignore. And maybe the real richness of life has been there all along, waiting, not to be achieved, not to be announced, just to be noticed.